Hi, good morning, all. This is SK. I hope you all did very well last week, ending up in green. I did pretty well. First of all, I'm very sorry for everybody. I have not been making these videos. I thought I'm gonna make it from May 19th, but from today, it's going to be a ritual of the morning. I'm gonna make the videos and share my views about how do I feel and what's my opinion about the market. Let's see what we have right now here. For me, the most important chart today is either the start of the month, which is monthly chart, or it's going to be the first week of the month, so weekly chart. So right now, if you see over here, I always say, what I expect from the market, I look at the left and I look at the right. At the left, I see what bulls and bears have been doing, and I look at it right and I see, where do we stand and what are the higher probability trade setups are occurring. So right now, I think this candle we might poke, something like this I'm expecting. Let me do that. I mean, I'm expecting something like this rectangle. Like right now we are at this phase or we are at this phase. We can see some kind of a sideways action where like we can go lower with this green trend line, and we slide it down. And then we see a big down day or month. My bad, big down month, and we poke this guy here. Purple line. You guys remember we have this line from way back, and this needs to be tested. In my opinion, we need to test this guy. As in my opinion, we need to test this green trend line. We did test it, but something very important happened here in the when we tested this green trend line. Something very very important happened. Over here, if you see, over here, let me do that. I mean, this poking off the green trend line has a lot of meaning. This says that some of the institutions, not you and me, not uninformed buyers, but some of the institutions did buy above this trend line, and they were looking for next leg up or the all-time high. That's why we had this. But who won? Like over here we had some institution, but the bear institutions, the institutions who are shorting this guy, they won this time. So that means that the sentiment, that means the emotion towards going all time high is stronger. Was stronger, not now, but it was stronger at that time. So right now, I think more of a sideways. Before we fall down, more of a sideways where we're going to test our green trend line couple of times, and then we go and test this. There is a chance that like we have what 4 or 5 months for November. Like we can go a little bit sideways and come closer to this purple trend line, test this purple trend line, and then explode towards the upside. But as of now, how I'm thinking, bounce, which going to test either this green trend line or this high. There is equal probability right now. So get ready for the bounce. I'm ready for the bounce. I'm thinking the bounce is coming. The uninformed buyers and somebody who's listening to news, or some small fund managers, or mutual fund managers, like those who just buy for the heck of it. They're going to buy here, but we will be looking somewhere down. Pullback is coming now. Bounce. Let's see what we have in our weekly. I mean, in a weekly chart, in a weekly chart, if you see, we poked through this, we saw the sell off, like this is kind of getting around top, this is something going to be like this or something like this, we saw sell off, we tried to poke through again through the green trend line, and then we saw the flush, nothing falls off just off the cliff, because it's not a panic sell, it's not going to be a panic sell, but It's going to be a downtrend. It's going to be poking of this little bit of a sideways, in a trading range, this trading range, you can say. In my opinion, you guys can draw this guy here, this rectangle here. I think now there will be little bit of a price action here. We're going to fiddle around our green trend line, and we're going to go a little bit sideways, having tails on the top, and finally we will see some kind of a flush. I mean, like that flush can happen with just uninformed buyers just selling, and little bit of institutions taking their profit, short selling and testing this guy and then going for the next leg up. Right now, bearish. Right now, bearish in a bigger picture. But if you're trading today, if you're trading now, so this easily tells us, like that we are looking for a bounce. There are dip buyers who are buying. So dip buyers, shallow bounce, short that bounce, and let's go for the next leg down. I think we can see at least we should see 1966ish. Like this is my targets. Or 1994. So these are the two guys which I'm focusing very much right now, which I think like these are the levels which should be tested as of now. These are the two guys. I think these should be tested as of now, sideways and then go down. Like we need to test this. We need to test this guy. We need to have. Let me draw this. The weather is so nasty here. Like I'm sick, my wife's sick, kids are sick. It's really okay. This guy here. All right. So like we have to poke. I mean, like I thought this can make some kind of a meaning, but I don't think so. Like we're way above that. So we will be going downwards. We have to test this, or where here we can make one. Like 2 and 3 push and then go for the next leg up. But as of now, shallow bounce. As of now, possible testing this guy green trend line. As of now, any buying for our day trading, I will be little bit a scalper, not a swing trader. On a short side, I will be a swing trader. So, if there is a long setup, I see my trust towards the long setup will not be that much. So I will be taking scalps. 1, 2, 3 point scalps. Let's see what we have in our 4 hour. I mean, 4 hour. If you see, like this is making a round top here. Something like this. Look at this. Like we are just exactly making this guy here. We had a rally, then we started falling off the cliff. After this thing, we saw this bounce and then this bounce. Sideways price action, and then we saw this. Like this sell off. So I'm not expecting the sell off to happen right away. I'm expecting some kind of a sideways action. From the sideways actions, we go down. Let's see what are our important targets here. This was our breakout point, this blue trend line. So I think this blue trend line can be tested. There is a higher probability that this buying, like if we close above 2068, we look for the next target, which is our blue trend line. There is no resistance in between, so this will be kind of tested. You can say 2072, 2073, something like that. If we poke, so that is something. I will try to sell this guy here, depending on the setup, what setup comes. Over here, I think if we go above 2068, close above 2068 4 hour chart, I think we the higher probability is we will be going for a just one-sided trade, which is this blue trend line. Overall, in a bigger picture, this buying came, this buying here is a dip buying, or you can say, on the weekend, the short guys, they were covering their shots. So we saw this, then we went above the major support, which was 2058. Over here bulls might, like uninformed bulls, or very 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 aggressive bulls who are always buying, they bought this guy and they might try to get some kind of a bounce here. That's why I'm saying shallow bounce definitely, and then we see the sell off. After this sell off, we have two targets below. One is this. One is this, which is 46 and something, and then 28. So we are looking at this right now. This is going to be a very interesting price action day. I'm more lean towards selling short, but as of now, like at the open, we might open near the area where we closed, and like we see some kind of a slow bounce, slow buying. If we saw the buying and the buying closed above 2067 in our 4-hour chart, then definitely it will be a one directional trade. We will be going and testing this guy here, around this guy here, 2072ish, and we go for the next leg down. As of now, shallow bounce for sure. Let's see what we have in our oil. I mean, in our oil, we need to test this blue trend line, no matter what. So, like this is all right now. As of now, it's all buying going on for what? It's all, this is all the buying going on for testing this blue trend line. Definitely bullish. I mean, definitely bullish. Like this is a pullback buy. Like what can happen is this 4250 is our breakout support. In my opinion, we should not violate this. Then we can kind of get a deeper pullback, start getting a deeper pullback. What I'm looking over here is, I'm not buying here, but I'm looking for a good setup which can either test 4250, 4428, 45. We are testing right now. We can test anything, like, and make a good support, something like this. This guy here. We might make something like this here sideways, and then go aggressively one-way trade, and then test this 48.79. Eventually, in coming time, in coming what do you call? Let me do that. We need to test this. This is very 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 strong. This is push 1, this is push 2, then we're gonna get the push 3. So we should test 51ish, like over here, 51, 52ish, then trade on a sideways, and then finally, we're going to test 61. So I think we are very strong here, sideways, to pull back buy mode, but for a longer term trade, right now we are in a pullback mode. We can see some kind of a pullback here, and eventually we're gonna go higher. We're gonna test 50, 51, we're gonna test 61, 62, 60, something like that. So for long term traders, for value traders who buy and say, okay, we were long from here. You guys know, like if you guys have been following, I said, like the base has come. We have seen all these things. So as of now, I think, if it's not too late, if you can manage it right, if your stop can be below here, if you buy this, let it swing, buy a little bit low, eventually, like your money will grow, you will see a good return, but it's going to be a value investment. Right now, it's kind of a one directional, definitely pullback. That pullback is going to get bought, so I'm looking to buy the pullback as a swing trader and let it slide, let it go for the next leg up. As of today, I think we can see some kind of a bounce here, and then sideways to pull back. I don't think it's going to go higher. I think it's going to be more of a sideways to pull back. So like they really need to go 47.40 above that to see 48.79. So like right now, sideways to pull back buy mode. Let's see what we have in our ES again. So like finally going down, bigger picture going down, bigger picture, a deeper flush. But today, As of now, how we are trading, we are looking for a bounce here. Close above 2068 will be a one-sided trade to 75, 76. We can see sideways action. I will not be surprised if we test this, but I'm not keen to take long trades here. I'm keen to take swing short trades here. So towards the short side of the market. Thank you guys. Good luck everybody. I'll see you on my Twitter account. Let's make money. Today it's going to be a day we're going to make good money. So good luck everybody. Bye bye.